Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your host Sleepy Celestial. Now guys, let's get right into this. So this is going to be the third video which focus on the Bleach Divine General of the North. This time we'll be talking about Miss Senjumaru Shutara, which is the Great Weaver. Now, like I said, I've been covering each Squad Zero member. We have two more Squad Zero members to cover. Now, this time we'll be talking about Senjumaru because there's a lot of things that a lot of people did not take notes of when the first introduction of her. Well, for one, she looks like a traditional Chinese geisha doll. Or Japanese geisha doll, but at the same time, her bunkai, it seems as if it's always activate, like it always stays on like activation mode. Her arms, her 1,000 arms, which is her golden arms, have a direct connection to her palace. Now her palace is made out of cloth, like different fabrics. Her contribution to the Bleach lore is that it seems like the Harari Sendo and her palace is somewhat connected to Ichibe's palace. She's like the last palace before you meet Ichibe's palace. Or she's like after Ichibe, it's hers palace last. She crafts the garment for the Shimigamis, which made out of little particles of the Oken, which is the bones of the Squad Zero members. Now, what's cool, it seems as if those clothes could also repair itself. So this is from Senjumaru's lair, her palace. Now, we didn't get a full understanding of her palace or even her abilities as of yet, but it seems as if Senjumaru is even stronger than you think. Because it seems as her palace is designed to either withhold even more than we could imagine. Now, prior to creating the Shihakusho, which is the garment of the Squad 13 captains and even Squad Zero, Senjumaru's ability to perfect all of the elements goes into her bunkai. She's also a great healer. Now, she's a healer to the point where she could actually repair damaged limbs and different parts of the body. So, like I said before in my previous video, it seems as if each Squad Zero member has, I would say, they have the ability of the other Squad Zero captains because they all train with each other. So it's like, it's not a total loss when they say that they're stronger than everybody put combined, because each and every one of them has an ability where it's significant to them, but also they share each other's abilities with each other. So if one is down, they know how to repair the other one. Her bunkai, Shigarame, and her shikai, it's like a sewing needle. But when she released the bunkai itself, Shatatsu Garagara Suji, which is a very long name, I think if a lot of people were sleeping on Squad Zero, let me give you a bit better explanation. So the reason why they lost in the first place, and a lot of people haven't do like the power scaling, is that Yuhabak borrowed his Almighty to Uryu, which allowed Uryu to basically broke from Senjumaru's bunkai. She specifically said that the reason why you're able to break out of this bunkai is because your king or your majesty Yuha has awakened his innate powers. So that was the only reason to even break out of this bunkai. Now it's just one Squad Zero member, and we saw what she's capable of with the awakening of her bunkai. Those cloth are not just cloth, they're like dimension inside of another dimension. She's able to summon all sorts of things. I think of her as like the Kaguya of the Bleach verse, because she's able to create so many different things out of these cloth that she's able to confuse opponents that are either stronger or even in a more higher, being than herself, that she could lock them up in cloths or in different things in the fabrics. She was able to show that she could even spit lava and different elements in that Bankai. It's almost like the Bankai is like an oval shape, and the arena is so big inside that Bankai space that she's able to summon all sorts of things. And these claws are massive, because we saw the episode for Court 3 that when she runs through those fabrics, she could even summon more, and some of them are suspended in the air. We saw that she almost was about to kill Uryu. It almost like she tapped into faith. She kind of like put the needle behind the head of Uryu, just to know. I guess they knew the secrets of what Uryu was doing, and I think out of the deaths that Uryu was the least like impressive, because it seemed like Uryu was taken away by the Ashwelin, but everybody else was like heinously died. And I think due to her performance and how it almost seemed like she knew like Uryu was gonna betray them, and that's why she fought the way she fought him off. Like, I think she could have easily defeated him. It's just that Yuhaba got in the way. And remember, whoever drinks Yuha's blood also connects with him. Now, let's also look at the symbol of Shinjumaru. It's a sewing needle with a thread. And her symbol was burned due to the fact she was actually killed. I have a hint that she will be back, probably for the final arc. All of them, I think. Like I said, Shinjumaru is probably my most interesting Squad Zero member. She could make illusions with her threads. She could do so much with the ability of Shigarami that it has me puzzling who would actually win if they all would have released their Bankai all at once. Because remember, they were still being nerfed or held back, because each of them were basically being held together. What's also cool is that it's only 4 people that's in the symbol. Now, it's also strange too, because Ichibe was not part of that symbol. Ichibe was actually the one that overlooks the symbol. I even explained that the tapestry blood oath symbol was created by Hikifune, because of the wood palette is almost like a tree trunks, and there's a bunch of it behind that giant seal. There's a bunch of the other wood plates that are behind the bigger one, which you guys could actually see from this screenshot that there's other wood plates indicating that the Squad Zero members were able to do this multiple times. And remember when what's his name, when Uetsu said, I want this person to now take down all 6 members, this time it's going to be you, indicating that they have done this before, which a lot of people did not hear it properly. So it seems that they fought some enemy at a point where they had to do a technique like this before. Now hopefully in the Hell arc we might get more from Squad Zero, because I think they are a very interesting group, and that the more we're gonna get from them, the more we're gonna learn. Because I think we haven't even seen or scratched the surface of what each other's Bankai. We only saw 2 Bankai out of the whole group of the members. And I think out of the 5, there are only 3 captains that are older. Ichibe is one of them. Uetsu is the second. And I think Senjumaru is the 3rd oldest out of the group. Because, and then I would say 4 would be Lightning Fast Tenjiro. And then lastly, the youngest out of the elderly group of Squad Zero would be Hikifune. So when we think of who is the oldest captains, because Hikifune got promoted, she would have been right with I would say Koraku and Senju, and Yamamoto and Chojure and Urahara. Those 6 would have been the oldest captains. But like I said, we're gonna find out more in the next video. But like I said, Senjumaru is a very powerful Shinigami, and I think she's right along with all of the other Squad Zero members. They could all use multiple Bankais that are like different elemental, but they have a specific thing about each of them that's able to make them universal threats, like cosmically threat. Because we saw that just one member shake the entire 3 worlds. So imagine all of them did that, you know? And Ichibe's, his was all like silent. His Bankai is very silent when it's released. So let me know what you guys think. If you like the video here, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys for part 4 and later.